Today, we are celebrating the feast of Saint Andrew, and this gives us an opportunity to reflect on what it means to be brothers and sisters in the Christian community. Being brothers and sisters is the characteristic of the community of Jesus. The two brothers that we encounter in today's Gospel, Simon, called Peter, and his brother Andrew, have names of Greek origin, meaning maybe a wider family, perhaps a family that encountered a culture different than the Jewish one. This can also mean a different mindset. Simon, the first, is known by his nickname Peter, which indicates stubbornness. They were throwing their nets into the sea. And then the evangelist makes here a superfluous comment. They were, in fact, fishermen. If they threw their nets into the sea, of course they were fishermen. Why does the evangelist point out it seems in vain that they were fishermen? Because in reality, the evangelist refers to the prophet Ezekiel, who has a prophecy in which he announces, in the times of the Messiah, an abundant catch of fish. These fishermen may have not felt their lives fulfilled by their activities, but certainly encountering Jesus left on them a deep impact, the feeling of a promise of happiness that was reliable. Jesus proposes them to follow him and to make them fishers of people. Jesus does not invite those he calls to be shepherds. He is the only shepherd, but to be fishers of people. And what does it mean to fish for people? As we know, catching fish means pulling the fish out of its vital habitat, the water, to kill it, for one's own interest, for one's own profit, or simply to eat. Instead, fishing for people means saving them, pulling them out of the water that can give them death, and not for one's own interest, but for the other's interest. It is interesting that Jesus, in calling his followers, does not choose religious people, the pious, those belonging to the priesthood, the powerful, the theologians who existed at that time, but he chooses normal people, outside the ambient of religion. Those who live under the false cloak of religion do not have life and cannot communicate it. Going further, Jesus saw two other brothers, James, son of Zebedee, and John, his brother. Many times in this page, the evangelist emphasizes the fact of being brothers. These two brothers, on the other hand, have a strictly Jewish name. Therefore, it means a family of stricter observance of the religion and laws of Israel. This is a family structured in a more hierarchical manner, and this will be seen throughout the Gospel. However, they too left the boat and their father and followed Jesus. They probably realized that in the community of Jesus there are no fathers. The only Father is the Father in heaven. We know that with them Jesus traveled all over Galilee, teaching in the synagogues and announcing the gospel of the kingdom. And we too, today, are called to follow him and become fishers of people. Amen.